Remember the thrill of opening a brand new action figure, the smell of the plastic, the anticipation of what's inside the box. Well, today we're taking a trip back to the year 2000 to revisit a gem from the golden age of 1/6 scale military figures. The 21st Century Toys, America's finest, fire rescue helicopter pilot. So let's get started. In the early 2000s, 21st Century Toys was a powerhouse, giving us some of the most detailed and affordable military action figures on the market. While G.I. Joe was focused on a more stylized look, 21st Century Toys was all about hyper-realism. And this fire rescue pilot is a perfect example of that commitment to detail. Just look at this figure, the sculpt. It's fantastic, and the articulation is impressive for the time, allowing for a wide range of dynamic poses. So, let's go ahead and take a look at this packaging, right? But some of the things that I want you to get here is, this says America's finest, fire rescue helicopter pilot. You have some really nice artwork here, and it tells you for ages 5 and up. Remember, this was a toy, guys, not a collectible. And here we have the 21st Century Toys, right there, right? Year 2000, right there. And it's got the, just take a look at that, guys. America's finest, 21st century, right? And we get to see the side of the packaging here, artwork, same thing here. But just take a look at this, guys. Look, so it has the Toys R Us label right here. Look, it was $29.99, and then it said new lower price, $5.90. What a deal, huh? And then we get a look at the back, right here. Oh man, I wish I was able to get that helicopter right there. Just take a look at that beauty, right? These are just some of the figures here that were available in this line. I've got this guy here. I showed this off on a previous video. The fireman right there. That's super cool figure. But also, remember, this is 21st Century Toys, so here we go. Just take a look at this beautiful artwork, guys, right here. Right, and then you get some information here if you want to pause and read it. But just look at that beautiful artwork. And then here we have, right, brickwork here. And then we have the figure in the window box. Just take a look at that, guys. Just take a look at that, right? Right, so remember, what truly sets apart usually 21st Century Toys are the incredible amount of gear, right? This guy has a really nice flight suit, right? Which is a highly detailed cloth uniform, right? It's got the little flaps inside there, right? And it's got some really nice pockets, right? So let's go ahead and unbox him, and we'll take a look at the rest of this figure. I went ahead and took him out of the packaging, and this is what we have here, okay? It's not much. So these right here are gloves. And I've always found these difficult to put on, but I'll try my best. But these are the gloves. They're made out of cloth, and they're fingerless type gloves. Here they are, right? Then you have his vest right here. Nice blue color, right? It's blue, yeah. And he's got some molded pieces on there. There's a dagger here. I think this unclips and it's removable. And he's got a bunch of little pouches here. Right? And it is Velcro, right? There it is. And really, really cool is the helmet right here. Just take a look at his helmet. He's got night vision here. This is not movable, right? It's not movable here. It's got a cushion in here. It's got a chin strap, right? And he's got a microphone or a headset right here. Right there, mic. And this does swivel for him to see back and forth. And then he's got the cable going for the headset, I believe, or for the actual night out, for the vision right here. But this is what's really cool right here. Look at this. Red Dog 2. Just take a look at that. 21. That looks so cool. Very nicely molded. Very nice. And then let's take a look at the actual figure. Let's start off with his boots. Just take a look at those nice looking boots here, right? And just look at the bottoms, right? And he does, does swivel back and forth. And his hands, right? Right? Let's take a look at his head sculpt, or his face sculpt here. You can see a little vein right there. There he is. He does turn back and forth. He does have movement up and down. Right? Let's look at his arm. Let's look at his jumpsuit here. It's got the flag, U.S. flag. There it is right there. It says, is it Air Ambulance Team, I believe it says. It's got little pouches here. Very nice. Nice reddish color. His arms, right? Right. His elbows articulate here, right? He's got nice movement here. He does swivel. He does have right there a little movement here back and forth. His legs, his right here, right? Very nice. There he is right there. Let me go ahead and set him up, and we'll take a look at him then. Hey, let's go ahead and line them up with a couple of the other first responders here in my collection here. I just pulled these guys out here. We have a G.I. Joe police officer here. G.I. Joe Fire Rescue. Here's our figure today. And here is a 21st Century Toys fireman right here. Firefighter here. So here they are right here. Just all lined up for you to take a look at. So that you can see the fire rescue helicopter pilot with the fireman, fire rescue G.I. Joe, and the other G.I. Joe police officer. Just a really cool first responders here that I will go ahead and add to my collection here, so that I can go ahead and display him with the rest of the fellas here, along with a couple other ones that I have. So here they are. This figure isn't just a static display piece, it's a storytelling tool. You can imagine him flying into a blazing wildfire, a remote mountain rescue, or a daring coastal operation. He's not just a pilot, he's a hero. And that's what made these figures so special. They weren't just toys, they were miniature worlds waiting to be explored. Now for collectors today, this, America's finest fire rescue helicopter pilot, is more than just a piece of plastic. It's a piece of toy history, a testament to a time when manufacturers were pushing the boundaries of realism and detail in the 1/6 scale world. If you're a fan of vintage military toys, 21st Century Toys, or just a nostalgia junkie, this figure is a must-have for your collection. What do you think? Do you have this figure? Or did you have it growing up? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of action figures. Again, if you have not subscribed, What are you waiting for? It's free and it doesn't cost you anything, and it really, really helps the channel to continue to grow so that we can spread the love for 1/6 scale action figures throughout YouTube. Again, thank you so much for watching. So let's add to the action with Action Joe Figs.